2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff.
Yeah, what's going on, everybody? Looks like StreamYard or something's on the other end going haywire. I don't know what the hell's going on over here. Please pay no attention to the AC in the back. It's that type of weather this season. It's getting there. New York City is about to get to annoy J weather. It's getting there. Believe me, it's getting there. Everybody who knows me, who listens to the podcast, they know that I become immediately annoyed when it comes to certain things, and this is the weather that does it for me. Just make sure that I check this there. Yeah, this is what does it for me, guys. This weather right here, no bueno. So I'm just checking in today, just quickly. I wanted to do some social media reach out. This is not for the podcast. It's just basically for the social medias. Guys, thanks for checking in. Thanks for showing me love. Thanks for you guys following and everywhere. And continue, subscribe, download, be a part of the vibe, show some love to the crew here at Turnbuckle Tabloid. It's it's a reckoning, believe me. We just had issues today with our Twitter. So if you get a request for a new Twitter pay, reach out from Turnbuckle Tabloid. Yeah, that's us. It's under Turn Tab Pod because apparently we got locked out of our original page, and it's okay though because that page was actually old and was run by an older moderator who no longer participates with the show. So you know what, let's start from scratch and let's build up an audience there. But yeah, what's going on, familia? Our boy Respect the Craft is on duty. It was good, Ray. Just want to check in, see what you guys thoughts of night one of the King and Queen of the Ring. What your thoughts were, the structures, what was going down, putting together the card itself, the matches that I felt as though that pairing them up this way was a very ballsy move. I really believe that it was right out the gate to have these big matches that any other time could been down the line, maybe like Final Four and such. But it was cool to see that they took a risk, and to be honest with you, I believe a lot of it paid off. I'm just saying. It was to me, I saw the possibilities of what can go down the line from here on out when it comes to the the king and queen in the ring if they continue to pursue it this way. I find it to be that the talent is there if you continue to have confidence in it and also have the ability to do these pairings because that down the line you will be able to still have fun and exciting matches. I I was first perplexed about that they pulled certain matches off the TV and moved them to the live events. For instance, Kofi Kingston and Rey Mysterio was moved to a live event, and I believe it's Shayna Baszler as well. Her match is moving to a live event. But after thinking about it, I said, you know what? That's good because now it brings something to light when it comes to being a part of live events. Years ago, we used to see title changes during live events. We used to see surprise debuts happen during live events. A lot of people don't go to live events because they're just basically training matches for future storylines and angles and such. So they kind of shy away from that. But I think that this day and age, it's a growth in progression when it comes to getting not only angles over, but also having the wow and surprise factor and shock factor there. Hopefully, they'll be able to have some kind of recordings of said event so we can see at least a highlight as such of what happened during the King of the Ring. But all in all, I thought the first night of Raw was probably the most, I guess I would have to say, most eventful when it came to wrestling matches. I honestly believe that although it wasn't the most exciting of the shows, as in we've seen previously, especially on the road to WrestleMania, but as wrestling wise, I thought it was high quality matches. I really did, and this is saying a lot from WWE. It's been hit or miss for some time. Though Raw has been good, it's been on a good run, but when it comes to wrestling quality, it has been mediocre, somewhat above average, somewhat at best. So last night's show and its showing was hopefully a tell on what's going to happen down the line for this tournament and hopefully for programming. So yeah, so if you guys you want to chime in and have to share your thoughts here, we're good. I'll be here for a few more minutes and then yeah, just like I said, this is just one of those social media check-ins for you guys. This is just a social media exclusive. No, we're not gonna put this on the podcast. Got much coming down on the podcast for this weekend. So, and make sure you guys subscribe, download, be a part of the vibe, like, and get notifications for when we go on as well. Since I have such an erratic work schedule, I can't have a real stable scheduling for streams. So just get the notifications, let you guys know when I'm popping up, and then who else pops up here, and we'll connect. We'll build something here. But yeah, so last night on the card, we pretty much kicked off the show. We had announcement being that Drew McIntyre was pulled from the King and Queen of the Ring tournament due to an injury. Apparently, he's still dealing with a fractured elbow. It's understandable. And Finn Balor believed that he was going to be taking a nice walk through memory lane and being able to without having to have a match, take a nice stroll in the streets. What's good, my boy? Good Dad Angel is clicking in on IG. He says these Raw matches last night were fire. More so the King of the Ring matches. Yeah, and I'll get to the females too. I'm gonna say that I'm not. I wasn't too upset with that as well, but we'll get to that. So we get the announcement that replacing Drew McIntyre will be main event Jay against Finn Balor. Good opening match, really solid opening match, especially with the the play where Judgment Day didn't really have much to go on there. They weren't much involved in it. It was more Drew making a presence, being upset that he was withdrawn from the King of the Ring, and caused like slight distraction during the match. And Jay gets the win here. Shocking win for everybody. I would have liked to have seen Finn go a little bit further in the tournament. I would have liked to see how well he would have done down the line. But Jay being so hot right now, I don't see that as too much of a problem. I think he was I think he did well on that side. So okay, a good win there. Then we get Drew McIntyre still being upset. Afterwards, going in the back, complaining to Adam Pearce, saying that yeah, if he's not going to be in the King of the Ring, he might as well just leave, and he leaves. We get the announcement, like we mentioned, that Kofi Kingston and Shayna Baszler and Zelina Vega, their matches will be moved to live shows, so that's fine. We then get once Drew pulls out, we get a CM Punk pulling up. Perfect timing, right, guys? it seems like it happened right on cue. I have to say, I liked his segment. I thought his segment was he's gotten a little bit more comfortable since his return now. This one was probably his better one, especially due to the circumstances. And you could tell he's getting better. You could tell he's getting more in shape. He looks fit, and just him just being the protagonist right now, being the one that's the hunter and not the hunted, makes a lot of sense. And I'm really am excited to see what's going to go down. Hopefully we could get a healthy Drew McIntyre for Clash at the Castle. Hopefully that's going to occur. And that's gonna be a barn burner of a match, as they would say. We get Braun Strowman making his return. Braun wishing Ricochet good luck, and leads into Io Sky versus Natalya to advance, and the Queen's side of the tournament. Not a bad match. Natalya's she's a pro. For her to take suplex off the top. She like I said, she wasn't bad. Io always her finisher always kind of scares me, but since she's been doing it for so long, I guess that you could say that she's comfortable with it. But it's always kind of scary to me to see her have those foibles and almost knock herself out. It was kind of like, or not even knock herself out, knock someone else out. That's the kind of thing that kind of scares me. But Io gets the win there. After the match, Dakota Kai announced that she's replacing Asuka in the tournament. Of course, she has an injury as well, and that they're going to take over the tournament. Fast forward to Ilya Dragunov versus Ricochet, which was a great match. And why would you expect anything less from these two guys? Fantastic match. I was very pleased at how they showcased Ricochet. I was especially pleased at how they showcased Dragunov. These two were very, very in tune with each other. I believe this is probably the first time they've ever met. So this was a great match. This would have been one that would have been fitted better down the line, but I believe Ricochet's got some work to do when it's dealing with his speed title now that he has the speed championship on Twitter. So that is a big up right there for Raw on that night. Great match. Next up we get Zoe Stark versus Ivy Nile. Not a bad match. I think we saw more of a display from Zoe, and knowing that she's good in the ring. Ivy still big green, but the girl could get it. Like, I mean, give her more ring time, give her a good dance partner. That little pit bull, she could get it. She could get it more ways than one, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I believe that yeah, that this was a display for Zoe to prove that she's gonna be moving up on that in that tournament. I believe that she showing promise that she could probably win it. So we'll see that down the line as well. I thought that the women here they weren't really too much in play. What's good, brother? Oh, man. AJ, I'm gonna see you in a minute, bro. Brother AJ, I'll see you in a minute, bro. Gunther versus Dragunov, that's what he's looking at. I see that. I believe that can happen as well. I'm looking at that to be probably the final down the line. Since we've seen it in NXT, it's time for the main roster to see it as well. But so far so good with the match build up. Just quickly, Carlito went to talk to Judgment Day to see if he could help him out with LWO. We get Chad Gable versus Bronson Reed. Was building up to be something, and then we get a DQ by Sami Zayn. I'm not mad at this. Like, this is what the mid-card title should be building up to. This is the kind of tension, build-up, angle, storyline, storytelling, which should be going on the line. Which, by the way, the CM Punk walk-in I mentioned, fair to mention, when he walked in and the whole camera pan from him with the car going through the gorilla and all that, saying what's up to Chad Gable and such. They're doing a fantastic job over there, man. And we could say that to the cows come on, but they're doing a great job on that end. So it's been announced that there's gonna be a triple threat match: Chad Gable versus Bronson Reed and versus Sami Zayn for the Intercontinental title, which is a good thing. It's good standing over there. It's a good look. We get an announcement that Becky Lynch will be facing Liv Morgan for the Women's World Championship, and this will be at Saudi Arabia as well. That I say slowly but surely they opening up that floor to the women, huh? Hey, listen, breakthrough, right? Braun Breaker went into ask of Adam Pearce. Why wasn't he in the King of the Ring tournament? Good question. Yeah, that's a good question. I wouldn't have been mad if he had replaced somebody like a Jey Uso. As a matter of fact, I would have thought that would probably make more sense. But nonetheless, we got that. We then get Lila Valkyrie versus Dakota Kai. Yeah. Wasn't my cup of tea. I like Lyra Valkyrie. I like Dakota. But for this match, wasn't there for me. Lyra advances. And looks like Damage Control. Looks like they're losing their luster. And finally, to close out the night, we get Gunther versus Sheamus. Wow. Once again, another match that I would have liked to have seen later on down the line, but we got it first round and did not disappoint. I think maybe if you're looking at Sheamus slowly but surely, he's getting back into shape. You see it. And I mentioned it a couple of episodes ago. I said, give him a month, he'll get back to Sheamus form. This guy's a gym rat. He's a workout general. He knows how to get in shape. He'll know how to get toned up for business. So I was not surprised that he was slowly but surely progressing. This was a great match for both, and I know everybody's got Gunther, even I got Gunther winning the King of the Ring, but so far it's not a layup yet. I don't see it as an automatic win here. So I don't I think there's a lot of competition down the line. So well, we shall see. SmackDown, we will have our next rounds kicking up, and the matches that are revealed will be Randy Orton versus AJ Styles, Baron Corbin versus Carmelo Hayes, LA Knight versus Santo Escobar, and Bobby Lashley's versus Tama Tonga. Really? They put Tama Tonga in there? Interesting. I would have thought maybe Solo Sokoa. Okay. But those are some really cool first round matches for SmackDown. Randy Orton and Styles. That definitely was that's not going to disappoint. Yeah, Baron Corbin, a returning Baron Corbin from NXT against Carmelo. Baron has become a good workhorse. He's a good guy. He's showing and proving that whatever stigma he had years ago, the stink isn't there anymore. I believe right now he's become more of a professional, and dare I say humbled. So I'm happy to see that he's getting his comeuppance in a good way. LA Knight versus Santos Escobar, that could be a gimme right there. That could be a toss up any way you look at it. So it's a good steady match to keep your eye on. And Bobby Lashley versus Tama Tonga, it's got to be some kind of interference and such that gets involved there, right? So somebody's got to pull off a fast one there. So other than that, we're gonna keep our eyes focused for what goes on for the rest of the week with the King and Queen of the Ring tournament, and we're gonna keep our eyes on what's happening on Dynamite this week as well. Dynamite is going to be, I believe, it's still being hijacked by the EVPs. I believe they're still taking control of that, and yeah, it's interesting now. I want to know. I'm actually interested in what's going on with the Orange Cassidy Don Callis thing. Right, I'm actually interested what's going on with Orange Cassidy. Me, yeah, it gets yeah, I must be having too much beers at a certain point in time because I usually don't give a shit. But nonetheless, all I have to say is that there's been a lot of, I guess, backlash with what's been going on with AEW, and some possibility that people are saying that maybe the promotion's in trouble. I don't see it. I actually see them trying. I really do. It's tough at sometimes to watch. It's tough to really put down the fact that they're putting over the IWGP title as opposed to their own. It's tough to see the presentation of the women's division. They just signed Camille, and hopefully that elevates that. And the EVP storyline, which everybody's sitting there talking about, well, it's there's substance to it, especially now that they attack Kenny and such. And I'm like, okay, I get it. You're taking old story and shine it up and make it something new. That's wrestling. That's how the business is brought up. But I can honestly say that they're trying. It just was a little bit goofy seeing Tony Khan getting goofed on by broadcasters and the media's alike. He almost looked markish, but at the same time, I said, you know what? At least he's selling it. But other than that, we'll be looking forward to seeing what's going on with with Dynamite, and what's the next coming for NXT? What's happening there now that stars have left, and what is on the horizon for new up and coming stars? So other than that, guys, gonna close it out here. Got much to talk about during the week, and thank you guys for checking in and watching. Like I said, pay attention, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification button, hit the likes, and also thanks again for your support, and check you guys later.
1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff.